So question 13 says, find the slope and the y-intercept of a line that's given, and we also want to graph the line. So the first step is determine the slope of a line. So notice that what we have is what's called standard form. Standard form, we have ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b, and c represent integers, which means we're talking about positive or negative whole numbers. But a has to be a positive integer. In other words, a has to be a whole number. So again, to find the slope, this standard form would have to be solved for y. So if we do that, we have ax plus by is equal to c. If I solve this equation for y, the first thing that has to happen is the x term has to go over to the other side. If it goes over to the other side, its sign has to change. So what we have then is this by equals negative ax plus c. And then to get b by itself, to get the y by itself, you have to divide by the b. So we have to divide each term by b. So in doing so, our equation becomes then y equals this negative a over b x plus then this c over b. So by doing so, we create a formula that says the slope of a line that's in standard form can be calculated by taking the opposite of a and dividing it by b. The y-intercept can be determined by using the constant and dividing it by b. So the c divided by the b. So in our problem, we have x plus 4y equals 28. To find the slope, we can use the formula m equals negative a over b. So the coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of y is 4. So the slope of the line is going to be the opposite of a 1. So the opposite of a 1 is going to be a negative 1. And then we're going to put it over 4. So the slope of the line is going to be negative 1/4. So if I want to determine the y-intercept, what we can do is a couple of things. One is just use the formula c over b. So if you use c over b, the c is a 28. So if I want to find the y-intercept, we can use the formula c over b. So the c is the 28 and the b is the 4. So 28 divided by 4 would actually be 7. So the y-intercept would be 7. Now also remember, if you're on the y-axis, x has to be equal to 0. So another way to find the y-intercept is you could set x equal to 0 and solve for y. So in doing so, if we have this x plus 4y equals 28, notice that if I set x equal to 0, this leaves me 4y equals 28. And then if you divide both sides by 4, y equals 28 divided by 4, which would give me the y-intercept would be 7. So I still get the same thing. So if I want to graph this, I can make myself some tick marks over here. So we can make some tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tick marks. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I want to graph the line, what I can do is I can graph the y-intercept, which was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then my slope would be down 1 over 4. So down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1 over 4 would be here. So down 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably a little bit more to the right. So my line would just be passing through those 2 points. So that would be the equation of the line. that has a y-intercept of 7 and a slope of -1/4. So we can create a formula. If it's in standard form, we can use the opposite of a over b to find the slope, and we can use c over b to find the y-intercept. So if you keep that in your notes there, that'd be an easy way to do that. So then we would have to solve for y and put it in slope-intercept form anymore.